What's up guys, it's Chris Majestic, and even though it doesn't look like it, I haven't used my lawnmower in over a year thanks to this thing. So about 2 years ago, I made a video featuring the Luba robot mower, which is made by Mammotion. Well, last year, Mammotion sent out the Luba 2, and even though I didn't get a chance to do a video on it last year, I've been using it ever since. So it's been about 15 months that the Luba 2 has been cutting the lawn, and my wife and kids have named it Moesha. Moesha cuts the grass every few days, and not only has it saved me countless hours of labor, but it's doing a much better job than I ever did. Of course, I still have to go out and trim the lawn every few weeks, which I still enjoy doing, but the Luba handles the rest. So if you're not familiar with it, this is known as a wire-free robot mower. Mammotion mowers use a mixture of GPS and wireless communication to map out your yard for the mower to position itself, which makes things significantly faster and easier. So Mammotion makes several different robot mowers, and I'll talk more about the different options later, but the Luba 2 is their flagship model that's built for larger or more challenging lawns. And there are also multiple versions of the Luba 2, and the main difference is that they can cut different lawn sizes, with the 10,000 having the largest battery and ability to cut up to 3 acres. And once you choose the one for your lawn size, you also need to choose a cutting height. The standard height or S version is good for short grass types, and the H version works better for taller grass. And the Luba 2's design has changed a little bit since it was released last year, as it has a few new color accents, better internal components, and new cutting discs, but overall it's pretty much the same. And as you can see, Moesha has definitely gotten a little beat up out in the trenches over the past year, but in spite of the battle scars, it still works great. So if you saw my video of the original Luba back in 2023, you might remember that I slapped a solar powered camera on top of it so I could watch it cut and keep an eye on it. Well, apparently Mammotion liked my idea because they installed a camera right in the same spot on the Luba 2. So the camera helps the mower to navigate, map out your property, avoid obstacles, and of course you can peek in to see where it is or watch it cut. And aside from the camera, it also uses ultrasonic sensors to navigate and does a pretty good job of avoiding major obstacles. It also has rain sensors built into the top of it, so it's not cutting the grass on a rainy day. And one thing that sets the Luba apart from some other robot mowers is its cutting system. The Luba 2 uses 2 cutting discs with 6 blades on each disc. Back when the Luba 2 originally released last year, each disc had 4 blades, but they later changed to 6 blades per disc. Now you can actually upgrade to the newer disc if you want, but the 4 blades per disc have been fine for me. And when it comes to setup, it's really easy to set up using the Mammotion app, as it walks you through the entire setup process. You just sit the base station somewhere not too far from an outlet, and the RTK antenna can either be mounted near the base station or you can mount it anywhere with a clear view of the sky. I ended up using the optional RTK wall mount, which works great if you want to get the antenna mounted up high on your house and out of the way. And to map out your property, you can either let the robot map out your yard for you, or you can use the app to control the robot and ride it around your property to create zones. And the Luba app is great. Mammotion gives you lots of controls and cutting options. One of the first things that people ask me when I tell them I have a robot mower is, can it do diagonal lines? And the answer is yes. Pretty much any type of cut you'd want is here, and I usually go with the chessboard most of the time. And since you can easily change the angle, this means you can do a diamond pattern if you want. And of course you can schedule the cut so that you don't even have to open the app for it to keep your lawn looking good. The app even has a manual mowing mode, so you can drive the mower around your property with your phone using Bluetooth. And as far as maintenance over the past year, the only real maintenance I've done was changing the blades every 6 months or so. And aside from changing the blades, I just wash it with a water hose every once in a while whenever it gets really dirty. So when it comes to my experience over the past year, I can say that in spite of me neglecting my lawn, it always looks at least decent. And my lawn is not perfectly flat, as I have several hills, dips, and ditches, but with the Luba being all-wheel drive and having an adaptive suspension, it handles the hilly terrain like a champ. It can handle up to a 38-degree incline, which is a pretty steep hill, and the obstacle avoidance system has improved a lot over the past year. It used to occasionally get stuck on the transformer in my front yard, but that's no longer a problem. Okay, so clearly the Luba 2 is pretty good considering I haven't used my actual lawnmower in over a year, but like I say in every single product review, no product is perfect, so what are the things I don't like? Well, my first issue is that if it somehow finds its way outside the boundaries of your yard or it has an issue, you can't control it from the app. This means you have to go outside and hit some buttons on it to get it to do anything. Another issue is that sometimes when it goes back to the charging station, there have been several instances of it parking itself near the station as if it can't find it, and then eventually the battery dies and I have to go out and set it on the charging station myself. And the last issue is that it doesn't mow the immediate area around the charging base. This means you'll have to go out with a trimmer or another lawnmower to cut the grass around it. So I actually ended up putting pavers around the base station to help with this, but I still have to trim it on a regular basis. But aside from those very minor issues, Mammotion has done a fantastic job of improving the Luba series over the years. Some people have actually got rid of their ride-on mowers and let the Luba cut several acres, which is nothing short of amazing. Alright, so enough about how awesome it is, let's talk about the price. Well, Mammotion has released quite a few robot mowers over the past year or so, and they range from as little as $750 for the small Yuka Mini, all the way up to the Luba 2, which is what I have with me today, and at the time of this video, the Luba 2 5000 is on sale for $2,700. Now that's definitely not cheap, so if you find that the Luba 2 is too expensive for your budget, Mammotion just recently released an in-between model called the Luba Mini, which is a smaller version of the Luba 2. This is a great alternative if you have a medium-sized lawn and you want to save a few bucks, considering the 800 version is on sale for around $1,400. And if you go with a robot like the full-size Yuka, it even has a sweeper attachment that can take care of leaves. And I will put affiliate links to all the products I mentioned in this video. Using those links is a free and easy way for you to support the channel. And this is one of my first uploads on the new Majestic Smart Home channel, so if you found this video helpful, please make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section to share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.